Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 44th episode of Castles and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons & Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by the amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GG crew. I hope y'all
so overwhelmed right
are
now.
ready to roll some dice tonight. Your stuff should be updated.
It sure isn't.
Not all the way.
It live.
Ready to roll a new character.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, should I even bother fixing our character sheet at this point? Because in about 20 minutes, we're rolling new characters, right?
Bro, with that attitude, yeah, you got to go into this like we're gonna.
Look, I don't have powers. You all have powers.
Listen,
so you know what? You figure it out.
Just visualize and attack.
That's right.
Yeah, on what's his face's feet with my longbow.
The thing.
You have a crossbow, and it's
What if Brandis just
not.
shows up and KS's this thing? What if?
It's the dream.
I feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like Max would do that to us.
So, a couple things. It's a weird. I don't know. Everything's weird. Couple things. First, I know y'all mentioned the Twitch extension for D&D Beyond. It doesn't work because D&D Beyond deprecated it, so it's gone. It doesn't work anymore.
What?
Allegedly, they're gonna bring something back, but
What?
nobody knows when or what it is. So it's dead. It doesn't work, and that's by design. They didn't want to update it anymore, so that's why you can't see the characters, and that's why they don't show up anymore. So.
Can we post links? Should we post links to our character sheets so chat can see our stats and stuff?
Y'all are more than welcome to do that. I don't have anything set up, so if you just want to copy pasta,
Okay,
I'm fine with
we'll
that.
just copy pasta.
How do they do that without messing with it? Is it do
There's
they
a
get
share. There's a share
Okay,
picture.
I was like, I don't know how this works. I'm like your mom online. Like I don't really know what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh.
Our computer doesn't work.
me.
Yeah. Also,
That's amazing.
also, I can't help. Next, our podcast has officially reached 1,100 unique plays. So yay, we crossed the threshold. Thank you for
Someone
listening.
logging in to 100 different things every Saturday.
They're all
Unique.
unique IP
Look,
addresses.
If one of y'all is at your school's computer lab or something, I just want to say I appreciate you.
Yes.
That's all I'm
Everybody
saying.
working out in the gym, everyone's listening to Castles and Cantrips.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
It.
Think of like a Rocky montage of you working out, but it's like our Casters and Cantrips episode.
I mean, I'm picturing our characters at the gym now. I'm picturing Vin on the elliptical, you know?
Ron's playing
Picture that next time.
Yeah, it is.
Badminton.
Just picture that Valkan's doing the actual weightlifting workout stuff and the rest of us are doing all the
Are you kidding me? Valken's at the juice bar.
I can see that.
That's true. Bryn's doing the weights. She's just like
Valken's over there sipping on a smoothie like, you're doing good.
You're people's coach.
I was gonna say, I just imagined you're spotting me, but you're not even paying attention. You're just like, yeah, you're doing great.
Also, check out our shop at castlesandcantrips.com/merch because we have some. There you go.
I'm wearing it right now.
Yes.
Hey.
Beautiful donuts on that shirt.
I need one.
Well,
How don't you
just-
have one? I'm shook.
You're shook?
I'm shook. You designed it. You don't even have your own design.
So I ask Max for things because I don't know how any of it works. I just
She
tell him what I
asks-
want, and sometimes it shows
We are
up.
the moms of on it's
Yeah,
come full
exactly. We're the
circle.
moms.
She asked me for things right now
What?
when I am absolutely not going to remember anything.
Yeah,
after
that's
the
exactly.
show.
The second we quit playing, we both immediately pass out. So
Anyway, speaking of, you can also go to castlesandcantrips.com to get everything that you can need for Castles and Cantrips, including visiting our Patreon page, where you can get early access to our podcast and VODs. There's even a tier where you can help me create an NPC, of which there is now another NPC in the world thanks to one of our patrons. So
Woo.
Thank you,
there's a
patrons.
couple.
I'm
There's a
scared
couple
of
floating
what-
around.
I can't
What's
wait
happening?
to interact with them.
Max, I just want you to know that chat is all now demanding merch from you, like reminding you to get them merch too.
Yes.
They're like, oh, that's how it works.
Yes, I will speak to that. I know what. Yes, it's been a week. Yes, I know what I have to do, and it's been a week. I haven't been able to do it. So I got it. Trust me, it'll be fine. Anyway, I don't even know where I was or what I was doing, but we're
You
doing
have
a
an
show.
announcement.
Yes, I know. There's at least two more. Number one is if this is your first time here, or if you forgot how things work, all of our alerties are muted. That's what they are now. All of our alerties are muted, but we see them in the stream and in our hearts. And I thank you all for supporting us via follows and or subscribes and or subs on the YouTubes and or everything that you all do to support us. So thanks, and I appreciate all of you. And I hope you, I almost said like, hope you have a nice night. I mean, I do hope you have a nice night, but that doesn't really, I guess it applies. It applies all the time. Anyway, last thing is, next week we are going to be doing a charity stream to benefit relief efforts for Ukraine. So there will be more details about that via Twitter. You can check that out via Twitter. You can get there from castersandcantrips.com. And we will let you all know. There'll be some really fun incentives and things. So just anything that we can do to help in relief efforts of just the terrible atrocities that are happening on that side of the world. So anyway, without further ado, I guess we should play some D&D. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Probably.
All right. Let's get ready
We're
for next
here already.
episode.
Let's disassociate.
Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice, having just finalized their deal with Gilris Faldor. They made their way out of Aramor and onward to Ephrion. After a long day of travel and into the old forest of the surrounding areas, the party arrived to the location that was pinpointed on their map where Ephrion was supposed to be. When they arrived, there was no village in sight. They decided to find a secluded area to make camp and investigate further in the morning. However, after a few hours, the party was greeted by Seedry and some other rangers coming from Ephrion. Seedry directed Sweet Justice back to the same spot where they were at before, and she opened the magical gate to Ephrion. Once the door was open, the party was introduced to an ancient forest with trees piercing into the sky. The homes of the elves that lived there were built directly into the trees themselves. The group was invited to stay with Seedry and her partner Tanya during their visit in the village. After getting some rest, they went to speak with the High Priestess, Chelina. After brief introductions and an exchange of pleasantries, the party and the High Priestess began sharing any information they knew about the beast with one another. The High Priestess informed the group that the attacks from the beast have been increasing in frequency over the past several years. They also learned that these attacks were believed to have an epicenter at a location known as the Sunless Tarn. They also learned that the creature was rumored to swallow people completely whole, and that it was capable of calling lightning as well. The High Priestess shed some light on some of the party's questions that they had about recent events. She informed Ron that the knights he's been seeing in his dreams could very well be the Heralds of the Grove, Fey knights devoted to Sylvanas. She also informed Vin that based on the information she was given, this could involve the Queen of Air and Darkness, and perhaps something known as the Night Diamond. Beyond that, she was unsure of any more specific details to Vin's predicament. After their meeting concluded, Sweet Justice was able to procure some potions to aid their cause, as well as have some much needed relaxation with the help of some sweet berry wine. Notably, Tanya was instructed by the High Priestess to aid Bryn in learning rune magic to aid her in the battle to come. After several days of intense training, Bryn was able to harness the power of the runes and wield them against her enemies. After Bryn's training was concluded, Sweet Justice returned to Aramor with over a dozen Ephrion Rangers in tow. When they arrived back in Aramor, the party met with Dwali Mudbelt, the captain of Dwali's delinquents. After some strained and confusing conversations around unit tactics, warfare, and Ramcrown's pay and retirement structure, the ragtag band of Sweet Justice, Seidri's Rangers, and Dwali's delinquents made their way west in search of the beast. And that is where we'll begin our episode this evening. What do you do?
We already left Aramor, right?
You were on your way out, I think.
Yeah, I was pretty sure we were leaving and we're headed towards that lake. And we need to get word to
The Thane.
Thane, I guess.
Yes.
All right.
Do we have any way of reaching him?
We got the paper bird. We have paper
I don't
birds.
want to waste a paper bird on him. I mean, yeah, I don't want to waste that on him. He's stupid.
Do we even need to tell him?
If we want help fighting it.
Which is yes.
I mean, I'd rather not die.
What is lake called? Sunless Tarn?
It is one.
Ron has paper bird. You can use Ron's paper.
I'm not sending anything. Someone else has to do it.
Why don't we just send it by mail, like regular carrier, and he gets there when he gets there?
Mail?
You
We don't
know.
have that up here.
What?
Sure don't. This is like Frontier, Wild West,
Fine,
but
whatever, give me
North
bird.
style.
I'm gonna take the bird and I'm gonna scribble onto it. What is it, 25 words?
Let's see. 50 words or fewer.
Cool, I'm gonna send it to you, Max.
Okay.
Ron's gonna use his sending stone to contact Risa. Dear Risa, it is Ron. We are going to fight beast that killed Ron's village. We might die. You are a good friend. We are going to Sunless Tarn Lake.
All right. I think that was 25. It's close. And a few moments go by and you hear, "Oh, hey Ron, it's me, Risa. Oh yeah, those people are called Heralds of the Grove. I think I got cut off last time, but
so many incomplete messages.
I think she's just bad at it." All right. So, and you said that you sent me, you're going to send me?
I'm just counting the words right now.
Sure. So, you send your messages, your paper bird, is in flight.
Do you want me to read it for chat? I mean,
Sure.
for stream. Okay, I wrote the letter. I didn't tell these chuckleheads what it says though. Just chat gets to know. So you chuckleheads, close your ears.
Okay.
If you
Turn up the
you don't
volume.
actually have to. If you wish to prove yourself a decent man, meet us at the Sunless Tarn, the Lake X, days from Forwinter near mountains. Bring all your forces. We slay the monster once and for all. If you are deserving of my powers, you will not let any more innocents die. I thought of one more thing I should have written in it. Shit, I thought of one more thing I should have written in the letter. I should have told him if he does not show, I will kill him with my bare hands. Yeah, it was probably implied.
Yeah, definitely. That can be implied from your angry scribbles.
You can tell the way I wrote it. And I sort of punched the paper once before I let it fly off.
Yeah. So once you finish, you have to speak the creature's name. And once you do,
I know his name. Shh. Don't test me.
Okay. It wasn't a test, but sure.
Wait, what? Can you repeat that? Wait.
Thane Kjolmar.
Oh, okay.
So when you
He's
say
Jarl now, officially.
Thane Hjalmar, and the paper folds origami style into a most delicate and exquisite crane and magically takes flight until you can know.
Crane looks like it got punched, though. I punch it before it flies.
Yeah, it's like it would fold it up nice, and then it like crinkled up a little bit, and like, you know, the neck's like all wonky.
Yeah.
And then it takes flight, and then it disappears over the horizon after some time, knowing that it is en route to your intended target.
Do you think he'll show?
Hope not.
Well, for our sake, I hope he does. Then you can hit him with fireball. On
I
accident, of
will.
course.
Well, I'm not gonna waste a good fireball on him. I'll probably just hit him with arrows on accident.
If he was to accidentally be elbowed into the mouth of the monster or kicked in there, could we pass that off as an accident?
I should leave him alone. If he does the right thing, then he can keep powers. It is the deal I made. If he does
How
the
do we
wrong thing,
know?
then it is my business to kill him.
Sometimes my kicks get
Not
out of
yours.
control. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to, like, make his feet hurt.
By
Make-
melting them?
Feet hurt?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him in the foot with my bolts.
Let's. Again, if he does the right thing, then he is Jarl, and it would be in your best interest to not hurt him. If he does the wrong thing, then I will see to it that he is ended.
Fine. I'll leave it to you. But just know that I'm not happy about it.
Well, if Thane betrays us, then you have full power to do whatever you want, Spin.
Well, how would he betray us? Like, I just don't understand how A will know if he does the right thing, and B...
If he shows up to fight monster, it is the right thing. If he does not show up,
Well, didn't he say he was gonna fight the monster anyways? I don't know.
said this. It is one thing to say, it is another to do.
Well, enough speculation. We should be on our way.
Yes, how many days travel is it from here to the Tarn?
Normally it would be about a week or so, but you all have Sidri and her rangers, and one of the benefits that they provide is that difficult terrain does not slow their party's travel. So you all can get there in about 3 days and some change. So,
Wowee. Super fast.
So 3.5-ish.
Nice.
Well,
I think I
Rondik's
also have
thing
that
is
skill.
just as fast.
For trait. Oh, never mind.
So, you all ready to head off?
Yep.
Also, that does depend on which route that you do take to get there. I'm assuming you're going the way that you went before, through the road and then around.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so you all head off on the first day. The road here relatively unimpeded. The area besides the beast is a little quieter now that the other things in the area have been destroyed by you all in the past. So the first day is without any issue. You all can find somewhere to rest relatively easily. But you all have about 25 to 30 Ram Crown soldiers, as well as about 15 to 20 rangers with you. So you're gonna need a lot of space. It's gonna be hard to like try and hide yourselves if that's your plan.
No, I don't. With this many people, yeah, we'll just, set up perimeters, watches.
Yep, easy enough. So first night down, you all can, if you all want to speak about anything or during your watches or with any of the...
I think we tell Captain Duoli's delinquents can take turns taking watch.
Well, I mean, that's fair and all for tonight. Maybe then you can take watch for tomorrow night, and then the Rangers can take watch the night after that.
No, I don't think so. We are in charge. You take watch. Anyways.
Remember that whole thing about pulling your weight and... Yeah.
Okay, well, when you need healing later, you want to talk to me about pulling weight?
Well, alright then. I'll just keep telling myself I'm getting paid a fuck ton of money to be here. So...
There you go. I'm getting paid shit. Is in $0. Wait, dollars? Coins. Gold. Zero.
Gold coins.
Zero. Nothing. No $0. Nothing for us. So you know what? Take watch. I sleep.
Alright. Sweet dreams.
Wait, we're not getting paid?
No?
What? Darn it.
I mean, you can leave if you want.
Vengeance
No, I'm not
is
gonna leave.
payment enough.
Maybe if we kill Beast, we can take its head and sell it for something.
Well, isn't that what the Thane wants? He wants to take the head to his people to prove that he killed it.
Does he?
I thought I wrote that down. Like he wanted to use
I think
the power
you
to
were.
take
I think you
the-
were projecting.
Was I could have sworn he said he wanted to take the head of the beast to his people, which is why he needed the powers to take the. I don't know.
So one of the prophecies that the seer was talking about was that wielding this power and destroying this beast would potentially be enough to raise him to the rank of Jarl.
I could have sworn the head was important somehow, but it does not matter.
It's for us to sell. It is important for us.
All right.
I get the feeling it's bigger than we think it is.
I already think it's pretty big.
We have horses.
I think I recall it was like, instead of taking Bryn's powers, we'll just give him the credit and he can take the head as proof. But I think that was like one of the things we were trying to bargain with.
One of the options.
Yeah, but that like went out the window real fast when he decided to be a dickman.
Mm-hmm.
Those dang dickmans.
Yeah,
Those they're northern Dickmans, you know.
All right.
Anyways, I'm going to let's go sit by the fire a little while and think about how we're going to do this, because I have no clue how we're going to fucking do this. Anyone have ideas?
Well,
So
barrage with
fire.
range attacks first.
What do we do if
Send
it
in
puts us
ground
on
troops.
fire?
well, I think we should do like arrows, weaken it, and then like any spellcasters could go. Like we go in waves. So like first the arrow folks go, then the ranged people who do other stuff go. And as like the fighters and the close combat folks like kind of get closer and closer, you know, we like the people who have range stuff will distract it while y'all get close and try to hit it.
What if it's like really fast?
Can we set up any traps? Can anyone make the ground difficult or?
Like a distraction, like a illusion?
No, like physically raise the ground up.
Oh, would I stop it? It moves through ground.
Oh, it is a frozen lake. Maybe we crush the ice and beasts fall in water. Ron does not know if
Could
it can
melt.
swim.
The ice? You have the ring, Ron.
Yes.
It's true.
We could.
But this is a good plan, Vin. It's the same plan Ron would think.
I really wish I didn't get rid of that ever smoking jug.
I don't know if that would help us in this situation.
I really loved that thing.
Maybe we get you a new
Ron did not.
It
Let's
was
be
a
fair.
great distraction.
It was a neat toy.
Oh, I do have this item. I have how do you say? Where is it? What the heck is it?
I have my hands and my feet. That's all I can offer.
Don't I have a horn? Ron, you gave me a horn. What's it do?
Ron, where did we find Horn?
Man, I had a magic horn and I didn't write anything down about it, so I think the magic died. It is now just regular horn.
I'm picturing like if I did jump on the thing, it's like fighting the sandworms in Dune, and that's awesome.
You have a horn of silent alarm.
Oh! That is way better than regular non-magical horn.
Yay, Control F.
I tried the same thing. I couldn't find it.
I'm not entirely certain whether you all spent time to inspect those or not, but first one's
Nope,
free. You're
that
welcome.
sounds correct. That sounded correct because I remember that. It just wasn't on my character sheet. Well, it was, just not what it did. Oh. So we could use the horn to like bring in backup so that it thinks it's like not going to be overwhelmed, and then it is.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Horn send silent alarm inside mind?
One creature of my choice hears it. Oh. Oh, never mind. If you're invisible, you can't attack, right?
Depends on the invisibility. So greater invisibility, you can, but it doesn't last super long time. Normal invisibility spell, once you attack it, pulls you out of it.
Okay. Just saying, perhaps some of us should get in close and try to inspect the situation. See if it's waiting for us, if it's sleeping, that sort of thing. We could do it, and then if I get in trouble, I can blow horn.
once we arrive to location, we could get a better view of how to prepare.
Here's my thinking. If we could maybe have Diwali's delinquents and the elves more as backup, I don't want to get any of them killed, if you know what I mean. I don't have they're very, you know what they lack in martial prowess, they make up for in other things.
I heard that, you know.
I wasn't talking to you!
Well, you're talking about me while I'm trying to do watch.
We will need everyone to take down this beast. We cannot do it
Okay,
alone.
this is probably true.
I think it's a good idea to have the rangers as more ranged support, if possible.
Yeah, agreed. So when we get there, we'll look for maybe good high location for them to wait in.
You know what? I was just looking through my backpack and I pull out a wand. I forgot that I had this. It's a wand of pyrotechnics.
Ooh.
Doesn't really do a lot. I forgot it's what I traded my amazing jug for, but you know what? It's fine. What it does is essentially it makes multicolored lights shoot out and some sounds. So we can use
So it could do
maybe as a
distraction.
Distraction. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
who's going to hold it? Who's fastest?
Who's fastest?
Okay, we know it is you, Valkan, but I'm not going to volunteer you to die.
No, I wasn't volunteering myself.
Okay. I also have spell scroll of grease. Can I use spell scrolls? I don't think I can.
Whatever we want.
Sure
Oh,
cannot.
no, I can't right now.
Can't
Who would
cast
like a spell scroll
spells.
of grease?
What does it do?
Cast grease.
It casts grease. It makes
What are
difficult
those
terrain,
grease?
essentially.
Makes tough terrain, right?
I
Or a giant
actually
worm.
have a question about that, Max. I was looking at my stuff and I have a scroll of mage armor and it says the target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier, but my AC is 14. So would this downgrade me?
You
to
got that
13?
before you found armor. So that would have been very useful before you found armor.
Ooh. Give it to Dolly's delinquents. Maybe one of them use it.
It's a scroll.
Also, grease is only on the wizard or artificer spell lists. So,
Well, you can.
no.
Yes. No.
Nope. It has to be on your spell list. And that is precisely why Ramcrown created those devices to allow people to cast spells or to use spell
can't use
effects that
it.
normally can't use them.
Yeah,
If
Ron
only I
has one.
was a wizard.
Ron has Spirit Guardian Sphere.
Can you use that?
Yes.
Oh, you should definitely use that. It sounds very powerful.
Do you think the delinquents have those?
Hey, delinquents, are any of you a wizard or
Sorcerer?
No, the throwing grenade spells.
Oh, the device to use the scroll?
Yes.
Oh, that's a
No.
good point. They might. Because
No,
they're
no.
from Ramcrown.
Right.
Dwally, what equipment do your men have?
Oh, now you want to talk about tactics in warfare? No, you just point us in the direction and we'll fight it.
So,
To
what equipment do your men have?
You worry about what you can do. We'll worry about what we can do. We'll be fine.
we need to know if you have a device to use spell scrolls.
What?
No,
Don't just give those away. I don't know why my voice just changed, but that was somebody else.
Dwally,
Dwally's
what
delinquents.
Yeah, that was one of the other delinquents. Just typing
That was
in.
Barth, the guy who put his helmet on backwards.
Barth?
Gonna roll
Yeah,
to
Barth.
persuade. Is it the more we share what we have, the better we can strategize, and the less people will die.
You don't have to roll a persuasion for this. So here's the thing: we've got what we've got. We've got our equipment, our basic armaments. not much in the way of ranged warfare, but we can hold our own. We're more scrappers.
Okay. So Ron will be in the front line with Wally's men. Anyone with range capability of your team, Wally, will be with the Rangers.
Right. They may have a hard time throwing axes as far as they can shoot their bows.
Oh. Okay.
They're the third group in between.
Right.
But you should know the monster, it uses fire. It sets everything on fire, burns everything down. We don't know how.
That sounds lovely.
It also
ice.
can turn everything to ice. Yeah, ice.
Let's
You
sort of
coated it, right? Like a cover? Did you see it, Ron?
It is like it froze village huts, homes, cottage. So
Yeah, so best to just avoid getting hit at all. Oh, and I think it can eat people whole.
well, important information to have. So
You're welcome.
don't get eaten. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Any other surprises?
Oh, she also sets things on fire, so stay out of her way.
Hi. And sometimes random effects sometimes happen that I have no control over.
Best to keep like 20 foot, 40 foot distance, yes.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen a lot this fight because I'm probably going to use everything to my advantage, and
As you should.
sometimes it's good.
Right. Keep a wide berth of this one. Don't get eaten. Don't get set on fire. Don't get frozen.
Oh, lightning.
We don't know that it does lightning, do
it
we?
is maybe. Not sure.
Lightning is maybe. Very strong
Oh,
maybe.
well, that's comforting. Maybe lightning.
Oh, and if anyone is dying and needs healing, I can heal exactly 20 people. So no more than 20 of you get injured. Understand?
You know, like looking like Grumble. Oh.
Ron can heal too, but not that many.
No,
All
his
right,
heals
so,
are for
so
others,
20
not
plus
for
2.
you.
All right, 22 of us.
Yes.
22. Yes, 22.
Well,
Oh, and if this one jumps on its back, maybe stop shooting for 5 seconds. It's likely to happen.
you're speaking to Cedri?
I'm speaking to the delinquents pointing at Valkan.
We don't
throw axe.
shoot things with like throwing axe.
Yeah, you throw axes.
Throwing
Don't
axe.
throw axes at Valkan.
Well, you said don't shoot them. I'm not gonna shoot anything. I'm gonna throw things.
It's okay.
Eh.
Beast is large enough you
Semantics.
can avoid hitting Valkan.
It is quite large. It also
how-
can maybe dig in the earth. So be prepared for that.
Well, now I realize I'm getting paid so much. The reasons for this probably,
You are probably not getting paid if we are being honest.
oh, we're
Oh,
getting paid.
We're fighting
Oh, I
at
mean,
the
your families are getting paid.
frozen lake.
Well, hold on. You don't know who's gonna make it and who's not gonna make it.
Yeah, Bryn, this is
It's
not
fair.
good for morale.
But I'm just being, like, honest.
Don't be so
People don't
pessimistic
want
around
honesty?
the troops.
Pessimistic. It is a simple, not pessimistic. It is just facts.
There's a thing called morale.
Oh, there's a monster and it spits up cupcakes and
Ron
it's
takes,
made of fluffy bunny
Bryn
rabbits.
off
How
to
do
the
you feel
side
better
while
now?
she's talking, and Bryn.
Oh,
Sometimes
what? I was trying to help.
it is we are explaining very scary things to these
Huh?
people, and
Yeah, they're about to fight very scary things. They should know.
yes, but how can Ron say this?
Look, when someone tells me I'm about to fight a very scary thing, it makes my blood pump harder.
Yes, but
It is not same for
you know,
everyone.
You were raised very different. Raised
This
in
is
a
true.
harsh, difficult, region. These people fight for money. Usually, if, they want to live to get money. But we have to raise spirits to encourage men, and if they feel real good about fights, then they will fight stronger and not run away.
Oh, they would run away. That is dishonorable.
If it's scary
Diwali
enough.
barges into your conversation and goes, hold on now, who's raising spirits?
Oh, like,
Do you raise the spirits? He points
No,
at you,
not-
Ron.
What? I hold up my like healing tonic, like
raise not ghostly undead spirits, but morale. Yes, not
All right.
people's spirits.
All right.
Not ghost.
yes, I will raise morale. Gather around. I've
All right.
talking
Okay,
to my
for-
friend Ron.
For a second, I thought you all were responsible
No,
about
no.
what happened close to Barrowden, because everyone
Okay,
knows
listen.
about that.
Wait, what?
Oh, that was Salon's doing.
Yes. We fought those, right?
What do you mean, Salon's? I'm very confused. How could the Salon raise the dead here when no one's ever heard from them in who knows how long?
I tell
We
you
know
what, if you
Salon
survive
did
this encounter, we'll tell you all about it.
It is not confirmed, but we believe zombies undead situation is to keep the two kingdoms occupied.
Ron, is this how we are to raise morale?
Yeah,
Well,
To tell them about Salon, greater threat after monster. You must not fear monster, because after monster there is even greater threat that we must deal with.
All right, hold on. Keep
Yes.
the kingdoms busy for what? I mean, old King
Salon-
Ventus is doing a good job of being an arsehole himself.
Ron is not best to speak on this subject.
It is politics. Do not worry.
Since
try not
when
to
was
think about
undead
politics.
politics?
News fest.
Whenever I can.
Boring. You don't need to know the details.
No one is raising dead here. We are only dealing with elemental dangerous fire monster. Who eats people whole. And uses ice. It lives under giant lake.
Oh, speaking of fire monster, Bryn, should we use a paper bird to get the lich to come here and help us?
No, don't. Shh. Vin, shh.
not?
shh.
Do you realize how fucked up that sounds? The words that come out of your mouth.
It is pretty crazy, I agree.
We've been through a lot.
Yeah, we've been through a lot. And look,
Only
we're
been a
coming out
couple of
okay,
weeks.
so you're going to be great. Everybody, your morale is high now. You're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to the troops
do better?
and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Drink.
Oh, I
Sleep,
know. If we
eat,
survive, honey cakes for everyone. Yeah, that's good.
What's a honey cake?
It's delicious.
All right.
It will change your life.
That's all I got. I
Oh.
fucking will, actually.
Do we think Mimi could eat the beast?
How has training been going with Mimi? Can you show us the biggest thing she can turn into now?
Not in front of other people.
Oh, yeah, they didn't like it when we were talking about all that other stuff. They probably wouldn't like Mimi either. I guess we go to sleep. I don't have anything else to say. Is Cedry around?
Of course.
Um,
I assumed you meant
Sidri-
me and well,
you're in charge of all the ranged units, no?
it makes sense. It's quite technically sound.
We've asked the Thane to rally all his bannermen to join us, but we do not know if he will show. So we should prepare for worse, that he does not.
It will be very interesting to see who survives the encounter and what happens afterwards. I know that, well, tensions might be high between both Remcrown and the Thane and his men.
Why would tensions be high between them?
Well, I do believe that Ramcrown would love nothing more than to continue west.
It's good. Oh, yeah,
Of
maybe
course,
they'll just take care of him.
Well, the Thane gathering power would be stopping them from doing so, as well as, of course, Vantis down to the south.
Oh, maybe we should start our own kingdom.
Oh, it is way too much work.
I already
Although
have a king.
Vulcan has a keep.
Oh, yes, this is true.
How did you acquire such a place?
I found it.
We have deed. Well, not right now, but there is a deed.
Where did we leave the deed?
Oh, with our glorious guild leader.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
You left the deed with the guild leader of the guild, who's not sure whether they're going to be able to operate or not anymore under Tustin's leadership that you all do not know if has been changed or not.
We're so good at this game.
Pending
We should go back and say
You should have
hi.
let me keep it.
pending a trial that you all are going to be part of.
Oh,
We should not go back and say hi.
you do not want to put us on the stand. That's all I'm saying.
Ron did not sign up for jury duty.
That's what the captain of the guard mentioned, that he would have to basically name you all and that you may be summoned because it's going to go in front of the king, because it was a lord of a town essentially that was accused of some pretty gnarly treasonous crimes. So it's not like you're gonna get like arrested or anything. You just gotta deal with that.
Yeah, but the mayor was not under self-control. Well, we have a lot to think about.
Yeah, anyways, these are all only problems if we survive next fight, so let's not worry about them till later. I'm going to go to sleep. Good night, Ron, my friend. Good night, Princess Vin.
I
Good night to
bow
Valkan.
and curtsy.
Here's an extra sugar cake, honey cake for you, Valkan. I kept one extra.
Hey.
Just for luck.
Okay.
Okay, so you all are able to get a good night's sleep and continue on the next day of travel towards the Sunless Tarn. You are off of the road essentially now, so I would like one of you to roll me a survival check with advantage, unless you, go ahead and roll me one with advantage.
I can do that. With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I think it's a 5. Let me double check. We have a dirty 20.
All right. Very good. So you know exactly where you're going. I'd like one person to roll me a d8.
All right. Last time I rolled, it was bad.
I have
It
faith
was a
in
6.
What was
you.
that?
I do not have faith in you. Take it back.
I think 6. Okay.
A 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So you
I
make
don't
your
like how
way.
Max smiled.
It's like you're like, I think it's okay, but it changes. Like I have to add and change things.
Oh shit.
So you all are making your way through the forest, kind of snow coming down, with it being well into winter at this point, up to the north. You notice that some of the branches in the trees are being weighed down from all of the snow as it's sort of falling in from this snowy season. I would like two of you to roll me some d20s.
D20s. Oh
So
boy.
two of you.
I need dice.
That would be helpful.
Since I just rolled, I offer Valkan to roll.
Yeah, I offer Valken
I'll do it.
and Bryn.
Oh, thank you.
Just gotta get my fancy casters and cantrip dice out.
Yeah.
A
Just a
d20.
straight up number?
Just roll 20 and let me know what it is.
7.
Okay.
14.
Okay. So Valken, you were rolling for Cedri's group, and Bryn was rolling for Dwali's group. Luckily, you both made your dexterity saving throws for them. As they're traveling in groups, you notice that some of these branches on these trees are being heavily weighed down by the snow. And around late afternoon, as you're in a sort of an older part of this forest, several large branches snap under the weight of the snow and begin falling down onto the group that is traveling. But since you all made the DC, no one is seriously injured from these branches, colloquially known Widowmakers.
Oh, I push Dwali out of the way of one of them.
Yep. You push him down and into the snow, and then a largest branch just crashes down. That's probably as big around as he is. Oh shit! I hit the
Yeah, we call
snow.
those Widowmakers. You should watch your step.
Well, how do I watch my step if I watch the sky?
You have to watch both.
Doesn't the snow suck?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
hate the snow.
Oh, this is normal.
Yeah, it's quite normal. It feels pretty good, actually. Could be worse. It's not Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, as you all make your way through the little bit of excitement for the evening, you all make it another day towards the Sunless Tarn. And who's gonna take watches? Are you just gonna leave it up to your followers?
No, we're not leaving
You
it
all-
up to them. We'll take watches.
Okay.
I'll go first.
So if you all have anything that you want to discuss in camp or during your watch, you can. Otherwise, we'll do some watches and do some rolls for perception.
Yeah, we'll just roll. Everyone's keeping their mind cleared.
What are we rolling for?
If you're on watch, rolling perception. So I'm on first watch and I rolled a 16.
We need 2 people.
And
Yeah.
Ron rolled a... What is that? 23.
So is you all are sort of keeping a watchful eye and ear out in the darkness around you. Of course, you can hear some of the delinquents snoring pretty heavily, huddling together for warmth in this cold environment. Cedri and her rangers sort of in their elven trance, taking up key positions around the camp. But the night goes by pretty soundlessly. The snow continues to fall. Well, and for brevity, we can just do one watch for now to get through some of the travel and such. So next day, same thing. I need a survival check with a advantage on D20.
Do that. 18.
Yeah. You went around this way coming back from Forwinter, so you got this covered. You know what's up. And someone roll me a D8.
EA?
Yep.
I rolled 1.
A 1.
Yes. The dragon attacks same time the monster does.
It's fine. We already know how to deal with dragons, right?
Jump on their backs.
The snow starts to fall a little heavier. I think I slipped and said the snow farts, but you know what? We'll roll with it.
You sure
I don't know what that
God,
looks or
the
sounds or
north
smells
just-
like, but there it
The
is.
north just sucks more and more, doesn't it?
I bet
So,
it smells like mistletoe.
so the snow falls harder. Still not quite a blizzard, but definitely picking up. However, the rest of your day is relatively uneventful. It's come to the time in the evening for some watches. You've started to see sort of around the area where you know the Sunless Tarn to be, and you see the Mount Meldor in its mountain range to the north, expansive. As far as you can see in either direction, to the north, mountains. You see the hills going into the mountains, and it just tallest you've ever seen by far.
I must say, as unnerving as this whole venture is, it is very nice to see mountains again. I missed them.
What do you miss about them?
Oh, just they're very beautiful when you look at it from the sky, and plus my Baba's always told me stories about what lives in the mountains, which I thought was pretty fascinating.
Wait, what lives in the mountains?
Oh, horrible things.
Oh, Bryn.
Giants,
Bryn.
frost
Yeah.
giants,
Remember we talked
dragons,
about morale?
rocks, goblins, wraiths,
Why do you miss this?
spirits.
This feels like things that we shouldn't be missing.
Oh no, I miss the stories. I don't. Half of it's probably not even real, stories they tell little kids. Although a lot of it has turned out to be quite true and real, actually. So maybe all of it is. Now that I think about it, the Babas aren't really into telling stories just for sake of telling stories. So probably it's all real.
Okay, time for round flute song. Let's go. Starts
Make a performance check.
playing a little thing. Change the subject. 12.
It's all right. It's good enough for around the fire to get people's spirits, raised a bit. You're not necessarily raising them much, as more that you're keeping them from going down. But you're just, almost in awe. Like, think of this mountain range to the north like the Himalayas. Like, damn near impossible to trek across by foot, but they're just something about them here in the north. Snow-covered peaks that's sort of serene. And as these mountains sort of extend downward into the hills and some sort of smaller mountains into hills where you think that the Sunless Tarn might be, as it is a tarn, it is a lake in the mountains. That's what it means. So, all right.
Is anyone scared right now?
It's
Just me?
okay.
That's cool.
I don't want to die, so
Ron kind of cradles, not like a cradle, but like holds Vin to reassure everything. Like, it's okay, Vin. Everything will be fine.
Is it fine? Is it fine? Like, is it really fine?
Well, we've fought many things to survive. Falcon punched a dragon eye out. We destroy the Vinposters.
Oh shit, right out.
We've made friend with giants. Evade big ships. Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
When Ron's daughter would get scared, she would hold on to this doll. And Ron pulls out the handmade doll that he found at his village. So Vin, anytime Vin gets scared, you can hold on to doll. Doll will keep you safe.
But this is yours and it's important to you. And what if I burn it?
Ron trusts Vin. Just you can hold on to it for now. Give it to Ron later after battle.
I like take the doll and like I'm wearing like a belt, and I kind of like tuck it into my belt. That way it's always hugging me.
Thank you, Vin. Ron just rocks Vin back and forth.
Yep. And you had just gotten that back too, not so long ago, from your village. All right. Whoever you all would like to take watch for the evening, we can go ahead and make some of those perception rolls.
I can, since I didn't do it last time.
And you?
Go for it.
Oh my
Man.
god.
I just really like rolling 7 on the dice. But that is 11?
What are we adding?
Your perception.
3.
All right. Then you're distracted
Things
Probably
look
from-
great.
from ugly crying in Ron's arms. But yeah, Falcon, you're sort of keeping watch, and I guess I should say fortunately or unfortunately, nothing really going on. You're just taking in the sights and sounds of this far north as the snow heavily falls on you. So another quiet night on the travel. Lucky you all. Alrighty, and the last day of travel, it will take maybe a couple hours to get what you think is accessible to the Tarn, since you know that a river flows down from the south from it. So one more survival with advantage, and another D8 from someone.
Roll a D8. Seven.
7. So you've noticed that over the days, the more you've been traveling, the harder and harder that the snow is falling. And about an hour and a half into your travel, it begins to turn into a blizzard.
Crap, I spoke too soon. It jinxed us.
So for the next 3 hours or so, somehow you're able to keep your pace thanks to the elves, which difficult terrain does not slow them down. However, you all will need to make some constitution saving throws with advantage from your cold weather clothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Dwali and his men, they do not have that.
Ooh.
Did you say with advantage? Is that what you said?
You all make it with advantage. You have cold weather clothing specifically. You
It's a
bought
saving
it. So. Yep, con save.
Remember to use the little box that says saving throws.
Those are important.
You guys get +3 if you're within 10 feet of Ron.
Oh, heck yeah, we are.
You're huddling
Within
around
24.
There you go.
17.
17 as well.
Nice. High
Thanks,
five.
22 for Ron.
Easy enough. The Rangers are fine. And luckily,
What did
group
Valkyrie get? Like a
from-
24? Look
luckily
at
the
you
group
walking
from
on top of the snow like an elf.
Yep. I don't know what to say to that.
Oh my god.
Dwali's men actually make the saving throw as well. They're pretty hardy. They hate the cold, they complain a lot, but it's not slowing them down, and you all avoid a point of exhaustion.
That's good.
So
That could've been bad.
the next 3 hours as you are making your way around the sort of hills and mountains up towards this tarn, and you sort of run into the river that is flowing southward that leads up towards the tarn. And as you make your way there, you get to a point where there's a waterfall that sort of comes down from high on in where you believe to be the tarn, and then some low hills and cliffs around you. So you are in the area. One thing that you all notice is that once you've sort of entered this area around the Sunless Tarn, that those large holes are pretty prevalent around here.
Do we get the idea that there's more than one monster, or it's just one?
You know, at this point, it's hard to tell. You just know there's a lot of holes. It could be a lot of ingress and egress, or lots of different ones that could make these many. It's not like filled with the ground, but
Is the land around here kind of resemble what happened in my village with like this corruption?
you well, you can't see anything like that. There's not a lot of trees out here.
Oh,
Like, you don't see anything directly like that, but you could try and sense if there's anything magical in the area if you have the ability to do that.
Do I want to use it now? Sure. Yeah, Ron will detect magic since we don't know what we're walking into.
Yeah, so this area, sort of that uneasy feeling that it gave you, most definitely all around this area. So you're definitely in the right spot. While there's no direct corruption as far as like blights and trees in this area, it's pretty barren, more craggy as you're entering the hills and the mountains. The sort of feeling that you got from that is prevalent. Also, of note, as you make your way around where you can see the river heading towards the waterfall, you see a large mass of soldiers in the area, walking back your way.
They killed already? Sweet. We can go home.
Are they wearing anything identifiable to know maybe what region they belong to or faction?
As you get closer to them and they get closer to you, if you're continuing the same path, it is the Thane and his men.
He is not a coward after all. It seems.
Ron just waves.
I do not wave. I don't even look in that direction.
Rin just sort of clutches her fists at her side.
He makes his way through the ranks of soldiers. He's amassed quite a decent amount of fighting men and women to kind of help. About maybe 1.5 to 2 times the number that Dwali has brought or so.
So what would our numbers total be at this point? We've got...
As far as total people that are helping you, close to 100 maybe or so, give or take.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
And did the people from the guy we made the deal with, did they show up?
They're the ones with
They've
you.
been with us.
This Dwali's
okay.
delinquents.
And the misfits.
Yeah, he gave us his worst group. His worst men.
And y'all are really giving them a hard time. You haven't even seen them fight.
Well, they're not worse so much as I think he gave them to us because he thinks they're disposable. It says more about him than it does them.
Ron will step forward to meet the Thane.
I see that you have finally arrived.
Yes. You have received our message?
Yes, from your word.
Good.
He sort of looks over your shoulder. You've also brought interesting company.
We brought those who are willing and what we could gather. They are good fighters, I assure you.
We will see. Do not bother going back this way, and he points where the river is going downward. There's no way up the waterfall. We will have to climb somewhere else.
Waterfall is not frozen.
No.
Ron points out to all the burrows around. This is where Beast slumbers. Inside the earth. Corrupting land.
Well, I suppose we either wait, like cowards, for the beast to spring out of its den, or we go hunting.
We should hunt.
What did you say? I didn't catch it.
Or we should hunt, but we need to lure Beast or find location that is advantageous for us. To keep archers high and free from the Beast while the melee troops keep it occupied.
Well, if I were a beast, he sort of points up. This is where I would be.
Alright, we'll make our way. Did you bring Seer?
Seer cannot interfere in battle, for I am supposed to vanquish with my own powers to ascend to Jarl.
But she was
Wait.
able to fend off Beast once. Surely her power is greatly needed.
You do not understand. You are not from where I am from. We do not have same traditions,
Does
same
not matter.
prophecies.
Ron only cares about saving lives.
We'll do this as well when we destroy a creature.
Let's get on our way then.
Very well.
Just staring down the thing the whole time, not saying anything.
And you can't tell if it's deliberately or if the conversation hasn't gone that direction, but he hasn't paid any attention to you whatsoever.
Probably for the best. Probably for the best.
Well, shall we?
Yes. Have you scouted best location to climb mountain?
And he points off in like an angle, maybe a couple 100 yards behind you all. There is probably best place here where there are some outcroppings, easier to climb.
Okay. Let us go check it out then.
All right. So you and your well, a lot of fucking people start heading that way. Do you have any semblance of a marching order that you want to keep, or is everyone just walking, or does it matter to you all?
Should we have some of the slower people wait until we find a good spot so that we're not all just sitting ducks or something? I don't know. What do you guys think?
There are
yeah,
no. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say like we're in different, a bunch of, we split up into different groups, not so like the monster doesn't come up and swallow us all whole in one big gulp.
Well, game's over.
Bye.
Yeah. So you all don't have to worry about anybody faster or slower, because You have rangers. Not gonna slow y'all
I
down.
was just wondering if it would make sense to send the rangers ahead to scour or anything, but I guess not.
Up to you all.
We'll just march. I think we'd like to be closer to the front. The march.
Sure.
Gotta give
you
them
all,
the chance to get our fireballs off, so.
yeah, you all can have rangers in the back, and then Dwali and his Ben alongside the Thanes men, and it's fine. Y'all are moving, and you see the cliff face for you all to start climbing.
It's just a cliff face? Jesus.
There's some outcroppings. There's some slopes, so it'll be difficult, but manageable.
Yeah, we climb.
Dwala, do you have climbing gear?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, fantastic. We need to set up pistons and whatever. What is you stab in and then you hook up and climb.
Oh, they're called pitons.
Oh yes.
Pitons. Pitons? Petons? I forget. Oh, spikes.
Yes, spikes.
Spikes.
How tall are we looking to scale here?
Easily 50 feet, 60 feet. A decent climb. All right, well, either some of us can go first and set some of the gear, or you can go first and set the gear. Whatever you want.
Ron's never done this before.
I can do it. I have a whole climbing sack. Supplies.
Right. Believe y'all used something like that in the mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I grabbed the Dungeoneer's pack, which comes with all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay. Yep. So you can begin climbing, and some of Diwali's delinquents start climbing and setting some anchors. You probably have enough for maybe 5 at once. Any more than that, like maybe 5 across, you might have 1 or 2 climbing at a time. Any more than that runs the risk of problems if an incident or an error occurs.
We don't want that. No.
No, you probably don't. Okay. One second. So I would like you then to make an athletics check for me, as well as some of Dwali's men will do that to set these anchors to kind of set everyone else up for success. To climb.
All right. Can I actually, before I roll, hold on. What do I get? Let's do Tides of Chaos to gain advantage. Can I do that for the as an ability?
Before Avalanche starts.
Yeah, you can do that. Tides of Chaos.
My athletics is not great, so.
No, do it. I'm just gonna laugh so much if this goes poorly.
Okay, it's not bad. It's better. 15.
Yeah, a 15 is actually what you need. Exactly.
God.
So you're able to
I wasn't
climb.
gonna get it if I didn't do the Tides of Chaos. So.
Yeah,
Nice.
without a kit and some ropes and like some anchors, it's probably the best place you could climb, but it's not great. But you're scaling with a couple of other of the delinquents, and a couple of them are just, free climbing and having no issue as you're keeping up with them. There's a couple of them that are lagging behind. One of them is Barth, which, it's Barth. He rolled a natural 1, so he's struggling.
Not surprised.
It's not that he's gonna fail, it's just gonna take a long time. So 3 of them succeeded, 2 of them failed. So a couple of them are hammering in these anchors on the pitons into the side of the cliff face. Ding, ding, ding. The other 2 slowly make their way up and set up you have like 5 different climbing stations at this point. So you climb and you make your way up, and you're about to anchor the last ones. There's kind of a couple of like, it's not really a stair step, but once you reach a certain point, there's kind of an outcropping where you can stand on, and there's another one. You've almost made it to the top one. You're on the second to last one here. When you feel the ground beneath you start to shake as you were anchoring these last anchors here.
Guys.
So what do you do, Vin? You have to make a decision quickly.
I guess I try to anchor it as fast as I can.
Okay. I will say, let me take a look here. I would like for you to make just a straight dexterity roll for me.
Straight dexterity.
Mhm.
So I don't add anything.
Nope.
Okay. Is this an ability check?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
Yep. So you are trying to hammer this in quickly. It's not about how strong you are getting into the wall. You're trying to do it fast, so you have time to do something else. You get the anchor in. Both of Dwali's delinquents that have at the top with you also get theirs, and then they grab the rope and slide. They jump off of the face and almost start like rappelling off the side as the ground shakes. What do you do?
I guess I follow suit. I do what they do.
So,
I'm not
as
trying to be up there alone. Like,
yeah, they hammer them and they just jump off and grab the rope, and you do as well. As you're making your way down, you get to the next lowest sort of platform, and you just hear the rumble in this ground come closer and closer and closer until both you and those of you on the ground see a large sort of just burst of snow and earth and just rocks and dirt being expelled rapidly from the ground below. And
below
you
where
see
we're putting up the mountain stuff?
it's on top of the mountain where you were headed.
Okay.
And what you see is a creature that you couldn't have even dreamed of how terrifying, unnatural, alien looks to you all. The first thing that you see is sort of a large chitinous head, and you see large glowing red eyes, antennae coming out of the side, and as it raises higher and higher, you see attached to this sort of chitinous head, these large jaws opening up, easily large enough to swallow any of you whole. As it
Like any of us halflings or like any of us Ron?
you
Like how many
everyone.
Rons?
Ron and a half easily.
Oh boy.
Shit.
And it raises higher and higher. You see almost like a leathery sort of membranous skin coming off of this elongated body, not so unlike the hood of a cobra, but think of like more bat wings meets cobra hood in this scenario.
Like Tremors?
Maybe. I don't remember the last time I watched those movies, but
My mind immediately goes to Tremors.
not really like Tremors, but kind of.
Okay.
But you see like
It
these
comes off
flaps,
like wings.
like a think of how a cobra opens its hood
So it's like,
on the side. Yep. And you can see as it sort of raises up. You haven't seen any appendages yet whatsoever. The body rising out of the snow, and you see almost glowing like ember red all the way down the bottom of this elongated sort of body, just burning almost inside. Snow around it begins to melt, and then as it comes completely out of this hole on this cliff and looks down upon you all, you see dozens and dozens of small legs with pincers attached to each of them, starting at about halfway up the body all the way down through its tail. And it sees you all. It looks at Vin and the delinquents that were hammering into the side of the mountain for their climbers kits. They see the large amount of forces gather there, and it lets out a terrifying shriek at you all. And that is where we'll take our first break.
Oh boy.
So don't go anywhere, y'all. We will see you here in a bit.
oh my god.
For some fun times. Don't go
This is
anywhere.
about to get rough.
Oh shit.
BRB, y'all.